Good morning. Our topic today is the topic of idolatry. And I have been thinking about this topic for about 2 weeks, trying to think about how to talk about it for the morning devotion. And the thing I thought was, what if I came on this morning and I said, after 39 years of being married to the same man, I still love my husband very much, but I just want to explore some different relationships. I think maybe there's more out there, and I don't want to leave my husband. I still love him, but I would like to explore some other options, if you will. That's even hard for me to say, and I'm sure you would be horrified if I talked about that way, but that is what we do with God. We say, well, yes, I love God, but I'm interested in my Christian faith, but. And as soon as we add in a but, it's idolatry. One of the things that God says about himself, which is a little uncomfortable to think about, is he says he is a jealous God. And he says that when he's talking about the fact in the Ten Commandments that we should worship only him. It says he's a jealous God. There's a David Crowder song that says he is jealous for me. He loves like a hurricane. And some people are a little uncomfortable with that. And sometimes I can understand that in a way. But the reason God is jealous for us, and the reason he says to worship only him, is because he is the only one who can love us the way we were created to be loved. And that made me think of the parable of the prodigal son. The prodigal son seems to have a very loving father. He grows up in a loving household, but he decides there's more. There's more that he wants to look into. And so he takes off, and he seems to find a lot of pleasure because he's gone for a while. And as long as he has something to give to his other pursuits, they are very interested in him. But as soon as he runs out of funds, out of wealth, when he runs out of his resources and he personally has nothing left, those other pursuits leave him literally in a pigsty. And that is why God is jealous for us, because these other pursuits only are interested in us when we have something to give back to them. But God is interested in us even when we're in the pigsty. And so the prodigal son goes back to his father, and the father welcomes him back, even though he smells like pigs, even though he has nothing to give to his father. His father welcomes him back because he loves his son. And that's the way God feels about us. There's no one else, there's nothing else that can love us for who we are, not for what we can do for them or what we have or what we can bring to the table. God loves us just for us because he created us. He is jealous for our love. And he says, love me only. Love me. I am the only God you need. You need no one, nothing else. Just me. I am the God you should worship.